Hello everyone, welcome back to Birdsong Bay. I am Mayor Jordan, and I was looking over a couple little things between the last recordings, which it's been a while for me, because I've been busy doing some other stuff with either my other channel or just generally work-wise. There's a few things I want to change, such as this interchange, of course, and things like that. But first and foremost, I wanted to, maybe come into some of these other areas that we were sort of working on and see if we can manage to do anything. Just to sort of, I don't know, clean it up, make it look a little bit better, maybe fill in this area, not necessarily with buildings, but maybe with, some foliage or useful parks. I don't have obviously there's no ability to place parks off of paths like you could with modded things, but that's okay. We'll make it work, and maybe start fulfilling some. We may have to go back to some roundabouts, which is one thing I really do wish that the only mod I truly wish I had was the roundabout builder. That would be an absolutely glorious mod to have at this time. I have considered because a lot of people here that are I think they're mostly going right. I've thought about making a slip lane that kind of, cuts this corner. Just so they can not have to wait at the lot technically and they could just go. But I can't control them from turning left, which they shouldn't do. But at the same time, without traffic manager, I can't really trust them to do. I guess we could try it just to see what happens, but I'm fairly certain I have an idea of what is going to happen. Maybe I can I make this like quite small? No, it's kind of, again, without anarchy, it's actually a little harder than you think sometimes anyways. Yeah, and then that for some reason doesn't work. Don't know why. What if, I don't know why that doesn't work. That seems really weird to me. Yeah, what if it was just like literally that, and then we come in here. I don't know a quicker way to get to this just yet, so figure it out. Have a little stop there. I do wonder. See, they're taking the left. Oh, to get over there. Okay, well that's not the worst, but they're all going left. Okay, everyone at that point had been going left. That was kind of annoying. I wish I could make them not do that because it just seems so dumb. Why? I wish I could just tell them, don't do that. That's a terrible move. I guess I can tell them to do that. It's deleting the road. Well, that was unfortunate. I knew what was going to happen. I just wanted it to be different. I don't know why I'm building that back in. I'm probably going to replace it. I wouldn't say it's like a horrific issue. Like the traffic's not like really, really bad for it. Just it could be better. Maybe it's something we can fix with public transit and things like that. Maybe we'll try that. And if things get too crazy, then we just have like an episode where we can do a real overhaul. Who knows? But one thing I want to start with is I want to go ahead and go around the football stadium, make this look a little bit better. It's literally just called the football stadium. What should we call it? I guess we should name it after something. Much like, the university is named after someone, usually, I live near the Cincinnati Bengals and I always think of it. It's Paul Brown Stadium, named after one of the coaches, our very old coaches. And I think one of the owners is like the son of it or something, but, so that's always like a probability. So it's, kind of thinking, what is going on here? What's up with this? So Highland Heights having a little bit of a text issue there. It's because we said, you good? Are they all doing that, or is it just that one, or is that the only one I have? Oh no, this one's good. It's just that one having a little. What if I kind of like do that? Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. So it is, Highland Heights is right by there, then there's Oak Heights. I'm trying to think if that's a good thing to name it off of. We got the Jackson University, named literally from, I think, yeah, Jackson Avenue. it's off of Sunset, so there is that. Do we have any, like, let me find a really, really large business. Like, what's one of our largest business here? Okay, wow, I thought that would be for sure a business, not, not just that. Wow. I did see Edison Motors. That's probably one of our largest ones. Smart Reads, Edison Motors. They have 3 buildings. Okay, just like I think there's a Ford Center somewhere. I don't know if that's named after someone Ford or Ford itself, but I'm sure in Detroit at some point there was something. Which maybe that's where the Pistons used to play. I don't remember. But I'm sure there's something named after that. So we're gonna go Edison. I guess we would just call it Edison Stadium. Like, it doesn't need to be named directly after them, but I feel like that's a good one. So we're going to be Edison Stadium. So that's a start. We've got the name, so that makes me feel better. And now we can, yeah, come in and see what we can add. We've already got a few walking paths, which is great. That's always good for, you know, connectivity and getting people through. I wish you could add little ponds and stuff like that. Obviously, that's not really possible given the circumstances, but as nice as that would be, we just don't have that without mods. To my knowledge, again. Please, please, please correct me if I'm wrong. But to my knowledge, I think that is true. And I just want to figure out what trees these are to sort of match up. It looks like they're those. So let's just come along the back of here. We'll make this have like a little bit of a shaded walk. Because, you know, when you're walking to the stadium, you don't want to be like drenched in sun the entire time. It's one of those things when, you know, like we're currently in this overturn in real life of turning into spring from it being winter, and you know the sun is super, super wonderful right now, and you're trying to like absorb it and you're loving it, but give it like, you know, I guess maybe another give it till August. People will be like, oh god, I'm so ready for fall. Once it starts to, you know, everyone's getting sunburn, they're sweating, all the heat waves come. It's just how it is, you know. It gets hot. It gets real, real hot sometimes. It's sort of just what you expect, but personally, I love it. I don't want it to go, but I do understand that why some would. Let's not do any disasters. I think that's actually not a good idea, personally. And yeah, it's sort of hard to do this in some way, or for me, I should say, just because, like, you know, the vegetation and stuff like that's very pretty and like good. But I'm just not very good at like placing this stuff down. But I wanted to, you know, try. I wish I had some more assets, and I guess technically downloading assets isn't considered mods the more I think about it. And maybe that's something I should do, you know, download like little mods to sort of be able to class up the look of some stuff. I don't know if I said mods there or not. I just realized I think I may have. Download some assets. And go from there, because I think that could be really nice, but who knows. We'll play around with it, but for now, rhododendrons, Pacific rhododendrons, are going to sort of be here. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm not Pacific, of course. I live in the East Coast, well, sort of Midwest now, but Eastern Kentucky is considered Southeastern, so that's where I'm originally from. But these grow kind of invasively almost where I'm from. They are quite a pain on occasions to deal with, because I don't know why they root everywhere. If you're ever having to dig up the ground for any reason, good luck. Just it's always like that. But you know, they were probably here before us in some ways. So I mean, they were definitely here before us, but the ones I was probably trying to dig up when I was working or whatever is probably, you know, here much longer than me and deserves to be there more. Did not want to do that, but that's okay. I actually do want to go to this bit because I don't like that tree placement, so that works out. I just wanted another way to walk through here just so it looked a little bit more unique. So we'll have that, and then I'm actually a fan of this tree, and I like to pretend this is very similar to near the Washington Mall or National Mall or Washington Monument or whatever it's that area. I mean, I know that's what the area is called, but whatever area it specifically is in Washington, D.C., that these maybe were gifted at some point from sort of like how cherry blossoms were gifted by, if I'm not mistaken, Japan, and placed along the National Mall. So that's what I'm going for there. And we're going to pretend that is indeed reality of how that works. And then put some wild hedges down. Little bits of like tall grass sort of behind. I wish I could rotate it. That would be really nice, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to want to do that. I'll just kind of put that there. Well, that looks better. The trees look dead from above, unfortunately. But when you're closer, it's not the worst. Because, yeah, that's what you want. Not the worst. Perfect. We may, and apologies to whoever is working and or whatever there, but you happen to live way too close for a good opportunity for another path. Blame someone that's not me. And that's the mayor way. Oh, I hate that. That did not match in the slightest. What angle was that? Or was he even? That was a 45. Oh no, that was correct. I think it was just a weird thing with something going on there. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. How does that not want to work? Okay, it wants to work that way, but then it looks weird. I guess it's even. Just I guess it's like these little bits of like infill that make it look a little funky. Okay, that's fine. Let's pretend they don't exist from above by doing the usual. I want a bigger tree for that bit. There we go. Sort of want to really, you know, sort of cover the area. Again, looks kind of funny from above, but I think from below, you know, I think of it as a nice kind of shaded walk again. That is the aim, at least. So we'll do something like that. And, yeah, so this should help. Luckily, this helps aiding with shade as well, which I think is quite nice. I do wish I had the either tree randomizer, which I know it's randomized, but like rotation-wise, and a few other things. But again, you know, you can't complain too much when you're playing vanilla. Like, I mean, it's what you got. This is what all the people who play on console get. To my knowledge, I don't think there's any way around it. So, you know, if they make it work and make some of the beautiful things I've seen on Reddit and elsewhere, I think we can make it work and not complain too much. I can complain a little, but not a lot. Let's put one right there as well. There we go. I like that. So I don't want to go like too complicated. Maybe I'll see if I can find some assets of like, I know there's picnic tables somewhere. I just did not see them. Or I thought there was, unless that's hidden under here maybe? Is that where it is? No. I mean, I don't know where a lot of this stuff is kind of like hidden within, but because that's all road stuff, unless it's like, you know, kind of deeper within like some of the parks and stuff. But I think, okay, so there's this kind of thing, which honestly is just really hard to see which way things are facing most of the time. But hey, at least we have something here. And then let's, yeah, okay, we can make this work a little better. Well, we even have some lamps, which, I mean, there's already some lamps on the path, so I feel weird putting them there. Let's put one of these little signs just here. I like to pretend this is pointing to maybe other football stadiums that's, you know, around. So that's what we're going to pretend that is, at least. And then let's put a little pad out here. And then we will have picnic tables on top. I think that's fun. Looks pretty okay from above, so I'll take it. And then we'll have a little garbage bin at the ready. Flower bed, you know, we can maybe pop with like behind here if I can. Oh boy. Alright, don't worry, I got this. Maybe like right there, which I think would look rather nice. And then, yeah, I don't want to force it in there too much. Oh, this is a nice little like hedge. I didn't see this before. Maybe we can put like one of those. Oops. On these bits. So it kind of blocks from the... Nope. Oh, jeez. So it's kind of like blocked from the stadium ever so slightly. But not too much. It's kind of like a little privacy corner from all of this. Well, I think definitely having these out here is great because, I mean, where better for like a hot dog vendor or any kind of vendor to set up, really. And then have that there. What is this, a little food stall? Where do we want to put another food stall? Maybe like up over here. Put it kind of, I like where it allows you to lean it over ever so slightly there. I think it looks a lot better for it. I don't think this is like a place that you'd necessarily have like a sandbox, so I won't put that down. But I think that is good. And then, yeah, maybe we won't put any more of that down for now. I will, however, use this as a space to put down a couple of hedges, which having the having the prop alignment or line tool rather would make this oh so much easier. But you know, we work with what we have. Nope. I give up on that. Let's not do that. I was just thinking to avoid some people like, you know, always just crossing through the area, but we could do this instead. So I could turn this off. But I was just thinking to kind of continue their sort of privacy fence in a way. Could have something like that. So it just keeps them from kind of jumping over that area instantly. Maybe something like this. So it keeps this little office area off keeps for, you know, maybe whatever they need to do with it. All right. So I think that's going to be what I do for there. And we'll see if we're happy with that or whatever else in the future. So, I mean, we're losing pop right now. I don't know if like a lot. I don't know if this is death wave or whatever may be happening. I mean, everyone seems to be pretty happy. I mean, there is desire, and I guess that's for jobs, which could be leading to a lot of this sort of population bleed, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Alright, so I do want to rework this, of course. Maybe that's not such a bad idea to start doing now. And then, you know, kind of figure out where we're going, or where we're going from there. Just because I think the faster, well, I don't know. I was going to say, I think the faster that moves, the better, but it's honestly not moving half bad. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but at the same time, it's moving in a way that I'm not really that upset by. I think it's just like, you know, sometimes they get a little bit slow on this bit. Mostly it just seems to be post fans just everywhere. Maybe just having other exits in the future will also be more useful, but I guess again we'll get there as we get there. But let's go ahead, which, how far is this? So this is just waiting for students at this point, which we're getting pretty dang close to the next unlock there then, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll need to start expanding into a new area of living, which is going to be interesting for sure, just because I don't necessarily know which way I want to go. I mean, I think I have all this area to start working across the river, and I guess it's already set up somewhat here for that, for the entrance and exit, same as this way. So that is fine, and I could start, maybe after this bridge, like towards this bit, start building off into a little more, it could be low density residential and then everything like that, but we'll see. I think for now, we still need to focus on getting more office jobs within. I'm trying to see what area like maybe needs that. I'm trying to think if it's like this or if it's just all around. But I guess we could, for now, just to appease until we end up moving this later down the line, just absolutely bombard that area with residential, or not residential, office and a little bit of commercial there. Just to sort of fulfill a little bit of needs there, and then figure out where we go from there. Let's see. I'm thinking, everything seems to be running pretty well considering. I would. There's a few roads I'm, questionable on, of course. I'd be worried if I wasn't questionable on many of these. Wow, this has had a lot of visitors. It is doing freakishly well. And like the amount of people walking on this is insane. But very, very, very nice to see. I do wonder, do I have a that's done emptying, so I can open that back up. Do I have a, what am I thinking, the metro around here anywhere? Oh yeah, literally there. That's why it's going to be so busy. Okay, I was like, there must be a metro somewhere near with how many people are walking by. I couldn't see it, so I was like, oh, I guess not. But no, that makes a lot more sense now. But yeah, that's fantastic to see. I like that very much. Yeah, so that's backed up a fair little bit. I don't think. Part of me wonders if I was to downgrade these to these once again. And I know it messes. I wish there was one without the median in the middle, but I don't think that exists, unfortunately. Which is fine because they found their way around and everything. But I'm just wondering if I happen to downgrade it to one of these and then turn the lots off and, have it as a four-way intersection, which would be miserable in real life. Let's say that they have the right of way, because I think that's going to help a lot of this traffic that gets caught up here. But I really wonder if that would be enough to really, kind of better that area. It's really the people walking as well that makes it a little bit more, I guess a little harder for the cars to turn as well, which doesn't help, but win some, lose some. Granted, I could, just thinking, what if I put this as a 3-lane just to have a double right, but maybe that would, no, I don't think it would work right. I mean, probably something that would help considerably here is a roundabout. First and foremost, a roundabout would help. But perhaps also just maybe, having another way through would be nice. But I don't know. I don't know if that would just make more problems or less problems, because this is actually definitely worse, which is good to see. It's good to see that it was not good in the end for it, at least. But I do wonder again if this was a lower amount of a carry lane through there and here, if that would help it at all. I guess again we can find out. So let's say I want to upgrade these, and then this becomes, yeah, just like that. Just curious to see how that performs now. I doubt it'll be any faster, but I also don't know how much slower it would be. Yeah, see, the problem is, I guess, like, all that. Time traffic lights would be great, too. I've started to try to learn how to use them in modded, and they are incredibly, incredibly useful. Wow, we are purging people. Holy crap. That is a lot. But, I mean, we gained tons more right after. Oh, I probably deleted a house by going up that, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Whew. Hello, heart attack there. We may end up losing some more, because I'm really wanting to maybe do a little overhaul of some roads, because oh my gosh. Although this is cleared out, and maybe it'll, I know waiting for things to sort itself out is probably the worst idea possible, but maybe it will. Maybe it just will happen, you know? One other thought is, because, you know, they're all going this, or a lot of them are trying to go this way, to then go this way. Where are they going? They're trying to get out of the city, aren't they? Yeah, and that just happens to be the fastest way out of the city. Yeah, it would be nice to have that as a road with a lot less, I guess, you know, turns and everything in the way, but that's a bit of a hard ask, really. Again, I would do the whole short thing, or the lane thing, but that just doesn't work without TMPE. And then, yeah, this gets blocked up a little, or bogged down a little bit. Even this is like, I don't think it's getting backed up from that necessarily, but it's definitely getting backed up, and they would maybe consider taking this way if it didn't take so long to get through this as well. I'm just debating if I want to, like, what I want to try here. Because there's maybe like a couple of options. It's just thinking to what those are. Because I'm trying to think of either maybe a road that I can take from here or wherever. Which, I mean, actually, it's cleared up pretty good, minus this little choke point again. Yeah, I'm busier here now. It's oddly, well, I say oddly, it's not odd. It's just, it's a busy little area. This would be better if I had the little attachments going into the roundabout, but that's not very probable to do. Maybe I should look at downloading some new things to be able to come in. Maybe I'll see if I can find some like smaller roundabouts and things like that in the workshop and add those in, because those are all vanilla assets and stuff. So maybe I'll maybe that's what I'll do between episodes, start looking at some assets, and we'll come back and hopefully fix that. And I think I want to start working on a regional airport at some point, which I think that's actually what I want to do with this area, but we'll see what we do with it. We'll decide if we want to do it there, or maybe even like here, because this feels like a good little like strand to kind of use it on. Yeah, this would be kind of nice actually, so maybe here, and then we can connect a bridge or something, you know, over, and maybe rework this, even though I do like this a lot. So, but maybe we can work with it, like, you know, have ramps that just utilize this in some way. We'll see though. So yeah, a bit of a shorter one today, but I was happy to sort of do this up a little bit more. I'm sort of setting myself goals to do something a little bit at a time per video. To first of all not make them too long, but to also come in and just have a good little time. And this was one thing I really wanted to do, was just sort of make this look a less empty. I went through all my videos and I was just like, okay, which ones have I, maybe not done that well? So that was one thing. And I really want to fix this. I'm just going to wait and see what I want to do with that instead. But I want to fix that and sort of make it look less odd. I guess is the best way to say it. Which I think fixing this will be a good part of that. And yeah, so I'll get some interchanges and some other things to look at, and then we'll come back. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you all next time. And goodbye from Birdsong Bay for now.